The corners of the internet focused on dark psychology often promote a very specific fantasy that human interaction is a series of locks and you just need the right manipulative key to open them. But those who hold actual social leverage don't look for keys. Real interpersonal power comes from letting go of the desire to control other people. It is the result of mastering your own reactivity and accurately decoding the environment as it actually is. Every moment spent reacting on emotional autopilot, responding to a passive-aggressive comment or a demanding notification, is an unexamined expenditure of your biological energy. True strength is a defensive posture. It requires you to treat your cognitive bandwidth as a finite resource that must be fiercely protected from external manipulation. To protect that resource, you have to view your life through the lens of an emotional economy. In this system, your empathy and attention are currencies with a fixed daily limit. We routinely spend this currency on habits that offer zero return. We explain our choices to people committed to judging us. We rely on flawed gut reactions, and we absorb the stress of others as if it were our own. When your mental reserves hit zero, your nervous system forces you into a state of survival. You become tired, defensive, and highly reactive to the smallest external stimuli. Reclaiming control requires adopting 5 specific psychological secrets designed to stop this strain before your account hits empty. Secret 1 is identifying the illusion of the mask. Survival in society requires every person to construct a persona that they believe will be accepted by the group. Friedrich Nietzsche observed that these masks often represent the exact opposite of a person's internal state. Surface-level arrogance is frequently a defensive armor for a fragile self-image, and excessive kindness can be a mask for a deep-seated fear of rejection. To see the person, you must watch the cracks in the armor. Look for physical tension in the jaw, a nervous laugh that occurs at inappropriate times, or a sudden, unexplained shift in tone when a topic hits too close to home. We can evaluate this tool using our effort versus impact framework. Decoding masks yields high impact because it reveals a person's true insecurities, but it sits in the high effort quadrant. It requires you to abandon the comfort of taking people at their word. When you realize that most people are lying to themselves rather than trying to deceive you, it becomes easier to respond with strategic grace instead of an emotional outburst. Secret 2 involves doubting your gut feelings. We are often told that intuition is a superpower, but it is frequently a collection of unexamined biases. One major flaw is hindsight bias, where your brain rewrites your past thoughts to make it seem like you predicted an outcome that you only realized after it happened. Relying on this false sense of certainty leads to misjudgments in high-stakes relationships and negotiations. You assume you know the truth, so you stop looking for actual evidence. Doubting yourself is high effort. It yields medium impact, because while it prevents errors, it slows down your decision-making process. By questioning your gut, you trade a temporary ego boost for a slower, more accurate understanding of reality. The third secret shifts the focus from psychology to physical neuroscience. To protect your energy, you must accept that biology dictates behavior. High empathy is a biological mirror neuron response.
When you witness suffering, your brain fires in a way that causes you to literally mimic physical pain. Conflict triggers a chemical cascade of adrenaline and cortisol. These substances keep you in a state of high alert, which physically wears down your body and impairs your ability to think clearly. This realization plots as medium effort with high impact. It forces you to depersonalize your interactions by recognizing the chemical loops at play. Viewing human reactions as mechanical processes makes boundaries a requirement for your health. If you do not distance yourself from a toxic loop, you are physically damaging your own brain. Secret 4 is the weaponization of silence, also known as guarded attention. Power players throughout history, including Machiavelli, understood that attention is a form of fuel. Withholding that fuel is the most aggressive move you can make in a social interaction. When someone attacks you verbally or attempts to draw you into drama, they are seeking validation through your reaction. By offering complete silence and total indifference, you deny them that currency. Silence starves the aggressor. Without your reaction to guide them, their mind often short-circuits as they try to solve the puzzle of your lack of interest. This technique is high effort because it requires you to suppress your ego and sacrifice the satisfaction of a sharp retort. but the impact is massive. Resisting the urge to defend yourself in the moment is the price of long-term psychological autonomy. The final secret is the silent withdrawal. This is the ultimate expression of calculated inaction. This means choosing to walk away from a dead-end situation without a final argument, a dramatic announcement, or a request for closure. You simply stop showing up. Walking away instantly stops the drain on your emotional budget. It is the fastest way to reestablish your independence from someone else's chaos. This sits in the low-effort, high-impact quadrant. You forfeit being understood, but gain your peace immediately. Looking at all 5 secrets together, the trend is clear. The most effective strategies require you to stop performing for an audience. Others may misinterpret your silence or your departure as weakness. However, it is actually the profound acceptance of reality and the ultimate preservation of your energy. Your attention and reactions are finite daily resources. If you do not budget them carefully, the world will happily bankrupt you. To make this actionable, you can map these secrets to your specific personality and current life challenges. If you are currently dealing with a toxic workplace or a difficult relationship, you must be a boundary defender. Use guarded attention and silent withdrawal to isolate yourself from the drama. If you need to evaluate new people or make objective decisions, act as an analytical observer. Focus on identifying masks and actively doubting your own gut feelings. If you find yourself constantly drained by the emotions of others, you are an empathic optimizer. You must use the biological reality of mirror neurons as a shield to depersonalize the stress around you. These frameworks are defensive tools. They are meant to protect your focus, not to be used as weapons to manipulate or punish others. Practicing these secrets shifts you into the role of an observer, one who understands the patterns, refuses to participate in the performance, and consistently